Hey, what's happening, guys? So, here we are. Now, the quest for the couch series is not yet dead. In fact, it's been reinvigorated. So what I want to do is I want to do a couple local multiplayer games with some friends. What we're going to do is we're going to be doing some recording, and then I'll do some post commentary, and then I'll record their reactions live of what they thought of basically a lot of party games that we're going to be playing. So we're going to have tiers. So we're going to have the $5 to $10 title. We're gonna have the $15 to $25 title, and then the 25 and up title, and we're gonna compare we're gonna talk about the compatibility, how well does it work in a multiple person scenario, just do the controllers, do they just start up immediately, like controllers are just linked and you're good to go, or do you have to rebind everything, do you have to do a tutorial, stuff like that. We'll have some kind of chart or some kind of guidelines of how we're gonna review these games. And we're going to do them multiples at a time. So the 3 tiers, similar to how we're doing the Phase 1 series now, where we're talking about multiple early access games that I can't cover one, but I can cover multiple and give my quick thoughts on. So that's how that series is going to go out. Also, you may be noticing that since last time we have quite an overhaul here. So yeah, cable management is still pretty terrible. But airflow, I will say, is still fine for the most part. So 3 main things you're going to notice. The 4690K, we have upgraded, well, you can't really notice it right now, but we upgraded the G3258 to a 4690K. 4690K quad-core processor without hyper-threading. I made a mistake in the original video where I said it has hyper-threading. It doesn't. That doesn't matter, though. Hyper-threading and having both a hyper-threaded and quad-core processor is mainly for, video editing. So 4790K, still a great processor, still use it, but 4690K more for gaming. Now, cooling that thing is this cooler. Now, you don't have to overclock that processor. And in fact, I discovered that when you run Dolphin at 3.5 gigahertz, you can get a lot of games still running. Though there's some, like Mario Kart Double Dash, unless I had it on low settings, it would have tons of frame rate issues. So 4 gigahertz is still a sweet spot. Absolutely. So I do recommend overclocking, and the G3258 was great because you didn't have to have a big cooler on that thing. Now this is a Noctua NH14, I want to say, NH13, NH15. I'll have a link in the description below, but basically this is the smallest cooler that could also handle overclocking the 4790K that I could find. So that's cool. Noctua is actually really quiet. Now you're going to be hearing a lot of noise right now. That's mainly because of the side fans. Now, if you want this computer to be really, really quiet, Noctua. I have become a Noctua fanboy over the past month or two because of how just quiet their fans run, and they have great performance. A little expensive, though. So, other thing is that speaking of the 4690K, I'm releasing the video on how, of my performances. So, that's still with the R7240 in that system. We'll talk about that thing over there in a second. But the 4690K, the 4690K video is going to be coming out shortly. I was sitting on it. I didn't want to release it because it's well, if I release this, I won't have any other follow-up content to it. Because what happened was I ran out of money. It's pretty simple, to afford the cooler and to afford the Sapphire, the R9 3H, which brings us into this. So this is a sub $200 graphics card. You can get the R9 380 for 150, 160 bucks. Now, as of the time of this video, if this comes out soon, AMD's new Pascal video cards are coming out around the corner. So, what's either going to happen is you're going to want one of those, or you're going to wait anyway for that series so that this guy will drop in price, hopefully. Because when new GPUs come out, the old ones go on clearance, they drop in price, you can get them used pretty cheap, everyone's trying to sell them. So, yeah, I would give that a shot, give it a wait. It's pretty power hungry. But that's why we have the 750 watt power supply in there with the modular cables. So that's nice. So we didn't end up having to use these forgetting the name specifically, but it's pretty good. It eats 2 of the 2 6-pinners. So just letting you know, the R9, its older brother, the bigger brother, the R9 390, takes 2 8-pinners. It's a really hungry beast. Again, if you want to go with better performance and better power efficiency for most games, you go with NVIDIA. But for Dolphin specifically, AMD graphics cards function well, and of course, Intel processors are better than AMD processors, because Dolphin is very, it's mainly focused on few cores with high performance for each core, rather than multiple cores with lower performance for each core. That's AMD. AMD's also releasing their Zen architecture later this year, sometime in October. So that's another thing. If you're doing some kind of DDR4 build, I have no idea what that's going to be. Maybe it's going to be finally the really genuinely good single core performance that we've been waiting for. But that'll probably be a lot more expensive. Again, this is the cheapest option. So what I said before in that previous video still stands. Yeah, that's pretty much it. A couple other things is that I've gotten this thing. I've had some issues with this, and I've been pretty much able to fix them out. Like some have been, like Windows 10 has been, a lot of the bugs have been kicked out. It's gotten better with updates. It's gotten a lot faster since I upgraded the processors. I've, re-flashed the BIOS. I've downloaded all the latest drivers. Everything's been running really smoothly. Cooling is not too much of an issue, although when I had it in there, it was overheating at times, and then I didn't realize that this fan was off, so maybe I can put it back in there and see how that works. I talked about Bluetooth and Wi-Fi drivers and how they were a little finicky with Windows 10. Actually, what I did was I uninstalled directly those drivers and did a fresh reinstall, and Bluetooth and Wi-Fi work just fine. I think Wi-Fi was having an issue because simply the connections in my house are just terrible, and it still can be a little bit finicky at times, but it's mostly just fine. And Bluetooth works just fine as well, so I'm not having the issues I had with Bluetooth before, which is great. I'm also going to be releasing a video somewhat soon. I'm waiting for a review sample from GameSir. So you guys remember I did 2 videos on their controllers, and they're releasing a new one, and I'm going to get a sample for that. And then the next video after that is going to be a big one. It's going to be reviewing about 6 controllers. The 6 controllers wirelessly that I've used, and you've seen some of them here before, but these are the controllers that I feel are the absolute best, or the ones that you should be looking at when you're doing any kind of PC gaming. And we're just going to be having a big old comparison, so excited for that. Been wanting to do that for a while, but I never had the funds to get all the necessary controls. I have one controller coming in, and I'm also going to be doing a video on, hopefully, if not I'm going to be doing it on that big video. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not dead, it's just being reinvigorated, and I was out of money for a bit. And yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. I have no complaints. It's been booting up really nicely. It's been playing all the games that I've been throwing at it really nicely. And because it's on, a 1080p TV, it's not like I'm pushing some insane resolution either. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll have that 4690K video up after this one. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.